We are, I think, on the 45th chapter of Krishna book, Uddhava visits Vrindavan. So I'll read one last paragraph that we read yesterday, bring up to the speed, and then we will continue. If we practice Krishna consciousness in this present body while we are in a healthy condition and in a good mind, simply by chanting the holy name Mahamantra Hare Krishna, we will have every possibility of fixing our mind upon Krishna at the time of death. If that is done, then our life becomes successful without any doubt. Similarly, if we keep our mind always absorbed in fruitive activities for material enjoyment, then naturally, at the time of death, we shall think of such activities and again be forced to enter into material conditioned body to suffer the threefold miseries of material existence. Therefore, to remain always absorbed in Krishna consciousness was the standard of the inhabitants of Vrindavan, as exhibited by Maharajanan, Yashoda, and the gopis. If we can simply follow the footsteps, even to a minute proportion, our lives will surely become successful and we will enter into the spiritual kingdom, Vaikuntha. What a great boon. So Uddhava is continue his talk. My dear mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, you have thus fixed your minds wholly and solely upon that Supreme Personality Godhead Narayan in his transcendental form, the cause of impersonal Brahman. The Brahman effulgence is only the bodily ray of Narayan. And because you are always absorbed in aesthetic thought of Krishna and Balram, what activity remains to be performed by you? I have brought a message from Krishna to the effect that he will soon come back to Vrindavan and satisfy you both by his personal presence. Krishna promised that he would come back to Vrindavan after finishing his business in Mathura. This promise he will surely fulfill. I therefore request you both, who are the best among all fortunates, to be not aggrieved on account of Krishna's absence. How Uddhava can give the instructions to Nanda Baba. Haribol, he continued, I think. You are already perceiving his presence 24 hours a day, and yet he will come and see you very soon. Actually, he is present everywhere and in everyone's heart, just as fire is present in wood. Since Krishna is the super soul, no one is his enemy. No one is his friend. No one is equal to him, and no one is lower or higher than him. Actually, he has no father, mother, brother, or relative. Nor does he require society, friendship, and love. He does not have a material body. He never appears or takes birth as an ordinary human being. He does not appear in higher or lower species of life like ordinary living entities, but sometimes he comes as a phased tortoise to perform some wonderful pastime, who are forced to take birth on account of their previous activity, but he is not forced. He come on his own accord with his sweat wall. He appear by his internal potency just to give protections to his devotees. He is never influenced by the modes of material nature. But when he appear within this material world, it seems that he acts like an ordinary living entity under the spell of the modes of material nature. That is the beauty right in Vrindavan. In fact, he is the overseer of this material creation and is not affected by the material modes of nature. He creates, he maintains, and he dissolves the whole cosmic manifestation by his sweet law. We wrongly think of Krishna and Balram as ordinary human beings. We are like dizzy men who see the whole world wheeling around them. The personality of Godhead is no one's son. He is actually everyone's father, mother, and supreme controller. There is no doubt of this. Whatever is being experienced, whatever is already in existence, and whatever is not in existence, whatever will be in existence in the future, and whatever is the smallest and whatever is the biggest, have no separate existence outside the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Everything is resting in Him, but He is out of touch with everything manifested. Like a string in the pearl necklace, right? We cannot see the main thread holding the pearl necklace. We only see the pearls. We can never realize the ropes or the thread inside. So Nand and Uddhava thus passed the whole night in discussing Krishna. This is the beauty of this. That's the Brajbasis. I have that experience, when I went to Vrindavan. Somehow or other, I was living in the Krishna Balram guest house because I know Ganpati Prabhu for many, many years, so he's very kind to me. And then Mukundat Prabhu came and he couldn't find the room, so I said, Prabhu, you can share with us. So I was lucky to get his association, and then we visited Nandagaon, and the Badri Prasad Goswami Maharaj, who was the leading priest or in charge of the temple. So he came when we were on the upstairs on one of the four corners, nice canopy. And Badri Prasad Maharaj, we didn't recognize that he is the main priest or something, but he sweetly started showing us from the top hill where those peacocks pastime happens and different pastimes in, Braj Hindi. Very, very sweet. And I don't know what it happened that he invited us to his house. He took us. And he just offered us whatever the bajri chapati roti was there with some pickles. And we said yes. And then I was telling Mukunda, Prabhu is so sweet and nice, and should we ask them to give us more? And Mukunda Prabhu said, you can do this. So I, without any resistance within my mind, I asked Maharaj, can we have more roti? And I think They don't have much, but his wife was very kind. She prepared the fresh one for us. And then Badir Prasad Maharaj showed me the donation books that he used to keep, where all the Maharajas, Radhanath Swami Maharaj, Sivaram Maharaj, Bhakti Charu Maharaj, everybody has contributed for the good cause. So I also donated. I told him not to write my name, but who knows, probably what he does. So we can see when you associate with those personality, when the time goes, you never realize. And it was a wonderful, it was a cow dung type of flooring, very like not any eloquent residence, but it was open from the center. So the rain can come, they can see the season and everything, feel everything. And he was narrating so many pastimes, and they are so nice that even one time, just Mukundat Prabhu went there to visit that, and he remembered me. And he specifically gave the Maha big laddu. And he requested Mukundat Prabhu that this laddu must go to Shyam Sundar. So Brajbasis are so sweet, so nice. This is where we belong actually, where we have genuine feeling for each other, not to show up. What we have right now is very artificial, We say Haribol when we meet or something, but we don't have yet the genuine feelings for each other, which should be cultivated nicely. By hearing this thing, it should come in our life. So they were talking whole night, and in the morning, the gopis prepare for morning arti by lighting their lamps and sprinkling butter mixed with yogurt. After finishing their Mangala arti, they engage themselves in churning butter from yogurt. While the gopis were thus engaged, the lamps reflected on their ornaments became still more illuminated. The churning rod, their arms, their earring, their bangles, their breast, everything moved. And the kumkum powder gave their faces a saffron luster comparable to the rising sun. What a nice description. While churning, they also sang the glories of Krishna. When we do the service to the deities or to cook the food for the deities, these Brajbasis are teaching us. The two sound vibration mixed together ascended to the sky and sanctified the whole atmosphere. After sunrise, the gopis came as usual to offer their respect to Nand Maharaj and Yasoda. But when they saw the golden chariot of Uddhava at the door, they began to inquire among themselves, what was that chariot and to whom did it belong? Some of them inquired whether Akrura, who had taken away Krishna, had again returned. They were not very pleased with Akrura because being engaged in the service of Kamsa, he took Krishna away to the city of Mathura. All the gopis conjured that Akrura might have come again to fulfill another cruel plan. But they thought, good, we are now dead bodies without our Supreme Master Krishna. What further act can he perpetrate on this dead body? While they were talking in this way, Uddhava finished his morning ablutions, prayers, and chanting, and came before them. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 45th chapter of Krishna. Uddhava visits Vrindavan. And now beautiful paintings are that the elephant moved before Krishna like inevitable death at the Kansas place. The blood began to flow just like the waves of rivers. What a scene it is, Haribol. The next one is Bumblebee. You are the unreliable servant of an unreliable master. Haribol. Then, some time back, you caused the drowning of the son of our teacher. I order you to return him. That picture is there. And full of feminine bashfulness, Kubja stood gracefully before Krishna. Wonderful picture. And then Krishna and Balram jumped from the top of the mountain. Haribol. So nice. So we will embark on chapter 46. Delivery of the message of Krishna to the gopis. And we see the Uddhava, he exactly followed the instruction of Krishna. This is another thing we can learn. Krishna mentioned to him, first you met Nanda Baba and Yasoda, and then you can meet the gopis, and finally he will meet with Srimati Yashoda. They follow exactly what Krishna tells them, no deviation whatsoever. When the gopis saw Uddhava, they observed that his features almost exactly resemble the feature of Krishna. And they could understand that he was a great devotee of Krishna. His hands were very long, and his arms were just like the petals of the lotus flower. He was dressed in a yellow colored garments and wore a garland of lotus flowers. His face was very beautiful, having achieved the liberation of Sarupya and having the same bodily feature of the Lord. Uddhava looked almost like Krishna. In Krishna's absence, the gopis had been coming dutifully to visit Mother Yashoda's house early in the morning. They never forget. They do their duty without any failure. They knew that Nand Maharaj and Mother Yashoda were always grief-stricken, and they had made it their first duty to come and pay their respect to the most exalted elderly personality of Vrindavan. We should learn this to get the blessings from the seniors, at least from our spiritual masters. Seeing the friends of Krishna, Nand and Yashoda would remember Krishna himself and be satisfied. And the gopis also would be pleased by seeing Nand and Yashoda. So we can also become satisfied if we can remember Krishna. That is the purpose of everything. We should always remember Krishna. We should never forget Krishna. Everything we do is subservient to this main principle. When the gopis saw that Uddhava was representing Krishna even in his bodily features, they thought that he must be a soul completely surrendered unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the beauty of Brajavasis. They always say other devotees more advanced than themselves. They began to contemplate, who is this boy who looks just like Krishna? He has the same eyes like lotus petals. See, they start comparing because they have continuous image vision for Krishna in their mind and heart. The same raised nose and beautiful face. And he's smiling in the same way. They remember everything, all the actions of Krishna. In all respect, he is resembling Krishna, Shyam Sundar, the beautiful dark boy. He is even dressed exactly like Krishna. Where has this boy come from? Who is the fortunate girl who has him for her husband? Thus they talk among themselves. They were very anxious to know about him. And because they were simply unsophisticated village girls, they surrounded Uddhava. What a wonderful, huh? Just simple village girl captured Krishna's heart. No other things is required, no education, no beauty, no opulence. Simple. Whatever way that you are, present yourself with full love and devotion to Krishna. When the gopis understood that Uddhava had a message from Krishna, they became very happy and called him to a secluded place to sit down. They wanted to talk with him very freely and did not want to be embarrassed before unknown person, embarrassed before unknown persons. They began to welcome him with polite words. See, this is the beauty of the Brajavasis. They speak so sweet in great submissiveness. What they are saying, we know that you are a most confidential associate of Krishna and that he has therefore sent you to Vrindavan to give solace to his father and mother. We can understand that family affection is very strong. Even great sages who have taken to the renounced order of life cannot give up family members. Krishna has therefore sent you to his father and mother. Otherwise, he has no further business in Vrindavan. He is now in town. What does he have to know about Vrindavan village or the cow pasturing grounds? These things are not at all useful for Krishna because he is now a man in the city. Sometimes they speak some harsh language, Haribol, to show their mood, how much they love. I think we have reached the time. Krishna is kind to give me the blink of eyes on the clock on my Chromebook. So we should stop here, remembering how the Brajavasis deal with each other. We should also practice in our life. Practice makes one's perfect. So always remembering Krishna, his wonderful pastime, we are reading every morning. Give us little food during the day. With those thoughts, I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the lotus feet of all wonderful Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who take austerity every day to join early in the morning and giving their kind association and make so sublime to chant in association of wonderful devotees. That's a great boon in age of Kali actually. So I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the dusk of this wonderful devotee who joined from Connecticut. Actually, he is not joining Advaita Chandra Prabhu because he is traveling. But at least we remember him because he must be remembering us. New Hampshire, Aurora, Illinois, New York, New Jersey, Cardinal, Virginia, Boston, Boise, Atlanta, Phoenix, Tempe, Austin, College Station, San Jose, Portland, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago, Naperville, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Baltimore, Baton Rouge, Alajuela, Orlando, Jacksonville, Ohio, St. Louis, Loganville, Georgia, San Diego, Alaska, Maine, Ottawa, New Orleans, Laguna Beach, California, Vancouver, Toronto, Calcutta, New Delhi, Jammu Kashmir, Houston, Fresno, and Bangladesh. Anita Saha joined today. Haribol. So I have to take a few minutes break for the nature's call, but the devotees who has to resume their prescribed duties, they are most welcome to leave. We wish you a very blissful day. And if Krishna so desire, we'll see you tomorrow at 1:45 a.m. Central Standard Time, or you can join at your convenient time. And the rest of them, devotees who like to hang on for another extra hour, they are welcome to do. I'll be back soon. Thank you.